Welcome back. Today we're delving into a book that's as relevant today as it was when it was first published. The book is Who Knows? Safeguarding Your Privacy in a Networked World by Cavoukian and Don Tapscott. So grab your headphones, settle in, and let's explore the critical issues of privacy in our increasingly connected world. In the introduction, Cavoukian and Tapscott paint a vivid picture of the new world we live in, a world driven by technology and the rapid exchange of information. They highlight how individual technologies, introduced with the best intentions, collectively cast a shadow over our personal privacy. It's a sobering thought. Most of our actions, even the most mundane, are being recorded and sold to the highest bidder. And while some might shrug this off, the authors argue that this is a significant concern for the majority of us. Think about it. You visit a hospital for a sensitive issue, confident that your records are confidential. But what if a clerk, bored during the midnight shift, decides to browse through your file? This scenario, as described in the book, is more common than you might think. The authors use this example to illustrate how the end of confidentiality can mean the end of control over who knows what about you. Why should you care about losing your privacy? The authors argue that privacy, as we know it, may not exist in the near future. The rapid developments in technology are bringing dramatic changes that will affect the privacy we often take for granted. Cavoukian and Tapscott emphasize that privacy is not just about hiding things, it's about having the freedom to decide who gets to know what about us. They draw a comparison between the shift from an agrarian society to an industrial economy and the current transformation to a knowledge-based economy. This new economy, driven by the transfer of information and know-how, will be digital, with networked communications at its core. The authors warn that this shift raises significant social issues, including the question of who will have access to information and how we can preserve our privacy in a networked world. The authors highlight the growing consensus among businesses, governments, and public interest groups that the information highway will be key to future economic and social success. They argue that the new networked economy will be driven by the ability to apply information and knowledge to every aspect of our lives. But with this comes the challenge of protecting our privacy. Cavoukian and Tapscott point out that the new economy will not be based on manufacturing or natural resources, but on the transfer of information. This shift necessitates the proper information tools, which will become essential in a knowledge-based economy. However, the distribution of these tools raises staggering social issues, including the potential for a society divided into information haves and have-nots. The authors propose a variety of ways for individuals to gain control over their privacy. They argue that protection of privacy is not just a moral or social issue, but an emerging business imperative. Businesses, they suggest, should tackle this issue proactively to gain a competitive advantage through enlightened approaches to customer, employee, and market privacy. The book explores various areas that pose threats to our privacy, including consumer privacy, medical privacy, and workplace privacy. Cavoukian and Tapscott provide practical suggestions for what individuals can do to protect their privacy in their day-to-day transactions. They advocate for a combination of government regulation, industry-developed privacy codes, personal and corporate responsibility, and technological solutions that build in privacy protection from the ground up. The authors emphasize that technology can both threaten and protect privacy. They review a number of technological solutions that counterbalance the intrusive direction technology has taken. Cavoukian and Tapscott argue that technology can help protect privacy just as it can lead to its demise, and the choice is ultimately ours to make. They also call for public education and awareness, urging individuals to understand the importance of privacy and to take action to protect it. The authors advocate for a collective effort to ensure that privacy is preserved in the face of technological advancements. In conclusion, Who Knows? Safeguarding Your Privacy in a Networked World is a compelling call to action. It reminds us that privacy is a fundamental human right, and that we must be vigilant in protecting it. As Cavoukian and Tapscott eloquently put it, Privacy is something we all value. It's a basic human need in our society today. The book challenges us to think critically about the choices we make and the steps we take to safeguard our privacy in an increasingly connected world. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the BrightLearn podcast. I hope this discussion has inspired you to reflect on your own privacy and the steps you can take to protect it. Don't forget to subscribe and join us next time as we continue to explore the books that are shaping our world. Until then, stay curious and stay informed.
Visit brightlearn.ai for more fascinating videos like this one, and naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage and breaking news on critical stories that keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.